Hey guys, Rich Farmer here, KRC Realty and Property Management. I am sitting here with Adam. Adam's usually on the other side of the video camera and in the picture over there, but we wanted to do some stuff on tips and angles,
Yes.
maybe some highlights and stuff like that, some things that would help give homeowners and agents a better idea on taking pictures. I know during the whole COVID things right now, we're reaching out and we're like, we got to take pictures, and the homeowner's like, well, what if I just take some pictures? And they can do that too. So just want to give you a few tips. What do you got to start off with?
I think an open space and well organized rooms and spaces is an essential thing because when you go to the MLS and people who have done their pictures themselves or videos, you can see bottles, you can see the dog blurry because he's running, or like the poor angle.
Cell
as
phone
well.
charger sitting on the desk or on the countertop
Yeah,
with a
things
cup of
of
coffee next to it.
yeah, things of that nature that they really missed, and that's kind of like a big factor that you can tell whether the person is taking this professionally or they just like, let me just get this over with.
Right.
Yeah.
One of the things that stick out to me a little bit is having it's the little things that matter. So you want to have like all your chairs at the dining room table actually spaced right. You know, you don't want to have two over here and one kind of cockeyed over there, because you really want to think model home.
Yes.
Because people are getting a perception of your home, and if you're an agent and you're taking your own pictures, that's fine. There's plenty of agents that do that. You just don't go in and just rip off that. You know, you need to make sure the blinds are fixed, right?
Yeah, the blinds, you open up, you let the light come in. Also, the angles, so there is two options really to shoot the property. You can do it yourself if you are an agent, and you can use your phone, right? And you use the grid on your phone to kind of make sure that everything is vertical, it's not tilted.
How do you get to the grid on the phone?
Well, in an iPhone, you can actually just go to the settings, you go to camera, and then you turn it on. And
So you go to General, go to camera,
Camera.
click on camera, and there's a button that's click grid on and off.
You turn
Got
it on. Usually it's off, so you turn it on, and that's your grid. You make sure that everything is straight, and then you shoot from like the level of the belly button, maybe the waist, and that's where you actually get a perfect
That's a good
composition.
point. That's a good point. So the grid's really good because there's lines going across your screen while you're taking a picture, and you can make sure that dresser is actually straight.
Aligned, or even the room.
Or the room too.
Sometimes it looks like, you know.
And most people, when they take pictures, they're taking them up like this.
Correct.
And you're saying you need to get down, maybe put it belly button height, and then you can kneel down and actually do it like that. So you're taking pictures and stuff across the counter, actually getting a different angle as opposed to just
the top. He will allow you to use a lot of room in the top, so the composition to the eye is not compelling. When you put it in the belly button level, what are you getting? You're getting enough space on the top, enough space in the bottom, and you're showing the entire room, and even the room actually looks wider.
Okay.
Right? And then also the lenses choices. Now, if you're using a phone, iPhone 10, 11, they all have a wide angle lens, right? It's not a fisheye, it's a wide angle lens, and it's going to be super useful. If you have a camera, now you got to use something that is 18 and below. That's for videographers and photographers. You can use a 16 to 24. You can use a 12 millimeter lenses, those as wide as you can. I wouldn't really use a GoPro because it has a fisheye. So those kind of one of the things that I will really implement. Yeah.
What about lights, ceiling fans, and TV sets? What do you do with those things?
So those are kind of like you can go about them in two ways, right? So when you're doing photo, you want everything still, right?
So no ceiling fans spinning around.
Yeah, and the lights, you make sure you turn them on, and then you open up your blinds.
Cell phones work just as good for the homeowner, for the real estate agent who doesn't want to spend, or if the homeowner says, I don't want to spend $400 on a photographer, or $350, whatever it is.
Correct.
You can do it yourself. You got the saturation button on your phone. You got the edit button. You can make it look really good.
Yes.
So we're more talking about angles and shots and lights and everything else. What do you think about laundry rooms?
I wouldn't really do them. Or either the other thing too is the cluttered garage spaces. Like no one want to really see that.
So many agents will take picture of, put their phone up here like this, and they're taking a picture of a laundry room, and I see a standing washer and dryer. I'm like, well, that's ugly. Yeah, no one cares. It's one thing if you want to put laundry facility inside the house, or laundry in the garage, or you have a laundry room or laundries in the garage. You want to be specific about that. you don't need to show someone's washer and dryer.
No, exactly.
There's no value in that whatsoever. It's just a picture.
You might gonna have to do that by yourself once you move
Okay.
in.
What if a house has a pool?
So in the pool, well, you get a drone shot if you have a drone, right? But you have to make sure that all the property is within the shot, right? I see a lot of people just like take a picture of the pool, but then the pool and then the background is the fences.
Okay.
It's like, I mean, and you have only an amount of 25, let's say, pictures on the MLS, and you don't want to you want to do quality, not quantity, I think. So make sure that you're taking the shot of the pool and the background is the property, and also make sure that, you're doing the waist level. You're not going like this, so you're having just the pool and you crop in the top of the
Right,
house.
so you want to be at the fence taking a picture of the pool at a lower angle, and then getting the house in the background, as opposed to standing on the back patio on the porch and taking a picture of the pool with the fence back there.
Exactly.
Right. So
Yeah.
you're basically you're getting two pictures for the price of one, because you're getting the house.
Yes.
If there's any lawn furniture back there, you got
You
a
organize-
built-in barbecue, fire pit. You're getting all that with the pool, which makes it look a lot better.
Yeah,
than
a
doing
lot
that.
more
Got it.
value
Okay.
than just like a fence, and then also sometimes you have to clean up if there is like hoses and all that stuff laying around. You gotta make sure that you really take the time to make sure you go through the whole house. You turn on the lights, you stop the fans, and you pick the little things that they gonna make the pictures look unprofessional.
Right. And if you're an agent, this is very important. It's very important that you do these things, just like he says, rolling up the hoses, doing small stuff like this. Because I can guarantee you, if the house is moving slowly, if you're not getting that much action, the first thing the owner is going to say is, well, you took horrible pictures.
Exactly.
That's why they're not coming here. And you're going to go, well, I can come back out and do it again. They're going to go, well, why didn't you just do it right the first time?
Exactly.
So what about if a house has solar panels? You try to get those in the picture, stuff
Absolutely.
like that?
That's probably one of the best selling points as I see here in California, because just electricity in general is expensive. So when you have a house that's self-efficient, that's actually the great assets that a house can get, and they run into thousands of dollars, and they saves you a lot of money. So that needs to be implemented. And you just probably do a bird eye view with a drone.
Okay.
That would be probably the best. But if you can't, as long as you moving back and you can see them, and you probably have to point them out in the description, that would be actually efficient for people to notice it.
I guess the last thing I have for you is, because I run into this quite often, is toys.
Well, you gotta hide your toys.
You gotta put the toys away?
You gotta put the toys away. Yeah.
So, because I've walked into rooms, and you go into a child's room, you want to try and have the beds made as much as you can. Obviously, people are living in a house. It's really hard for them. Even if you're like, hey, it's Monday, I'm coming over on Saturday at 10 o'clock. Sometimes kids are still, especially if they're young kids, are still running around. There's toys around. But take the time to take the toys, if they're out, put them in a closet. You can put it back out when you're done, but take the picture. You just want to make it look as nice as you can, because when people are going through the 2,500 homes that came on the market in San Diego County, they're looking at pictures like this, and they're just gonna fly right by yours. Unless they go, oh, this one looks good. Look at these. Oh, these are some nice pictures. How many times have you heard these are some nice pictures?
Yeah.
As opposed to, oh my God, look at this.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Okay, so angles, lighting, all that stuff comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
Just some quick tips that we can help these people out with.
Yeah,
and some of the
absolutely.
things that you do and I do as well. But great. Appreciate
There is
it.
actually another point that I wanted to bring, and there's a lot of people who were like, I'm not ready to take pictures just yet, and that actually put them and put the realtor in a place where like I have to wait for them to kind of give me an okay, because the whole place is so cluttered. Sometimes just organize it. It let the viewer see if they can put themselves into it. It's better than having a completely empty place. You can either not super cluttered, but organized. It actually gives the viewer the sense of like, what if I'm there? What if my kids is living in that room? In a way, as long as it's organized and clean, I think it should not make people afraid, or a seller afraid to call the realtor and be like, hey, come in, let's take the pictures. I think that's kind of like when people overthink it. They will overthink it, saying that I will have to have everything organized, I have to get everything super cleaned. And sometimes when you see in the pictures that you have something that is there that it shouldn't, there is actually apps like PixArt. What you can do is, it's called the cloning. So let's say if you have a spot in the floor that it's not, you can clean it and you kind of like missed it. Or you can just clone another spot that is cleaner on top of that.
Yeah, we're talking about guys with my skill set, not yours. Right? So,
But
yeah.
it's easy. You can actually just Google it or like YouTube it, and it gives you the solution.
Yeah,
But
everything. I think property management is easy. Okay, most people don't want to go near that stuff. So there's a whole definition of what's easy. So what's easy is what you're good at.
Exactly,
So,
exactly.
Okay. That sounds good.
All right, well, that was the video. Thank you so much for watching, and we're gonna leave links, useful links in the description below, and go ahead to check out the product and all the services that KRC Realty provides. Thank you so much for watching.
All right, thanks, Adam.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you.